Hi, my name is Nicole, and this is the CK Diary Podcast. Hey guys, I hope you had a fantastic weekend. I am filming this on February 15th. It is a Saturday and it is 9:02 p.m. We just finished putting my boys to bed. We are sick right now. My husband and I are doing fine. We're kind of tired and a little run down, but my boys have had fevers. They've been getting sick, and it's been a long weekend so far. But I am here. I'm going to chat with you a little bit. It might be a short one. I'm going to try to get through it pretty quick because the boys haven't been sleeping very well. And so we will probably be, divvying up and going into their rooms tonight. My husband stayed with my oldest all night last night, and I was with my youngest, and we've kind of been taking turns hanging out with them while they haven't been feeling good. All right, so I do have a couple of finished objects to show you. I got 2 of the pouches fully finished. They are a little rough in some areas, like that doesn't look super great. And then my stitches here, my little drawstring stitches aren't super even, but they are cute. I'm hoping as I make more of them, I'll get a little bit better at it. I've never done a drawstring pouch like this before. So typically whenever I make a drawstring pouch, I am able to fit this around the bottom part of my sewing machine so that I can sew evenly all the way around. But these are way too small, so it doesn't fit all the way around. And so I'm kind of having to like hold the fabric like this kind of on my sewing machine so that I can push the top part through without getting the bottom part stuck underneath it. So it's a little messy, but I'm getting a little, or hopefully I'll get used to it and each one will get better. But they turned out super cute. I'm really happy with how they're turning out, and the inside's this pretty checker print. I'll have to post some photos from their birthday party. We're not doing anything too crazy. We're just meeting at a park in our neighborhood. I have a cute little picnic table cover. We'll have donuts and fruit. It's small, but it's fun, and I'm looking forward to it. And then I have one whip to show you. This is the Evermore sock yarn from Sewerella Yarns. I finished picking up the gusset stitches today, and I have started the gusset decreases. So this is where we are at. This is kind of just my pick it up whenever I don't have anything else to do project. I was doing the embroidery in the car. It's way too messy with all of the different bobbins of embroidery floss. So I have switched to working on this whenever I'm in the car. But I'm happy with how it's turning out. And I did decide, someone commented on my video last week. It's slipping my mind right now, but somebody commented that they thought I should just do the heel in the main skein color and then do the toe and the cuff in the yellow. And that is what I opted for, and I think it is turning out great. I'm happy I did that. All right. And I have a couple of acquisitions to show you. We went to, in St. Augustine, there's a mall. I don't even know what the mall is called. I've never been there before. When you're parked outside of it, it doesn't look like a mall. It's connected to a Belk, which my husband and I, we were like, oh, we didn't even know that those existed anymore. And the mall is completely unmarked. There's no like St. Augustine Mall. There's no sign on it anywhere. It's just unmarked. And when we got there were a ton of police officers in the parking lot and just a few random cars. And so we kind of, looked around a little bit and parked outside to see if anybody was going in and out. And one person did come out with a little brown paper bag. So we went inside to see what was in there. And sure enough, this was in here. It's called Coconut Barrel, the Artisan Market. And I've seen it online before. So what I thought it was like a huge warehouse, which with a bunch of like individual vendors that just go set up shop there throughout the day. But what it actually is it's a shop that you go into in the mall. So I thought the whole mall was this artisan shop. It's not. It's just one of the shops inside of the mall. And what I'm thinking is that it used to be like a normal shopping mall, but then, all the stores left. So now it's just these small boutique type shops. Um, and so the artisan market is a bunch of booths set up with with a bunch of different vendors' hand makes, but the vendors don't stay at their station. There's just, a couple of employees that work up front to check people out, and that's it. And I thought that was kind of a neat setup. I've never seen anything like that before, but we grabbed a couple of things from there today. So there's somebody that I just found on Instagram. She is Paper and Petals, I believe. I'll link this all. Sorry, ignore my nails. I need to repaint them. But I'll link everything down below that I can find. But Paper and Petals, she has these pretty cards that she makes. And so I purchased one of those today. Really pretty. It says, just a note. And then I got another card whenever I was at the checkout line. They had more cards up front, and I don't know who this was from. It didn't say. And it doesn't say it on here either. Maybe it'll say it on the back. Nope, it just says JB. But they had this card, and it looks like a little quilt square. And I thought my grandma would like that. And it says, always thinking of you. So I thought I would write her a little note and send that to her. And the last thing we purchased there, and everything there was really well priced. Like we saw there was a booth that had a bunch of soaps, and they had this little gift basket, and it had a soap, a shower bag, a washcloth, and a couple of other little things, and it was only $12, and I thought that was really nice. The only problem I have with, I don't want to say problem. The only thing that I don't super love about a lot of like the artisan markets and farmers markets around here is that, we live in St. Augustine, even just living in Florida, whenever I used to live in Jacksonville, about 40 minutes away. Everything is beachy themed. Like everything is very coastal. People do a lot of like ocean art and stuff like that. I've never really been a big fan of that kind of stuff, like the seashells and all of the paintings of the ocean. And that's pretty much all they have here. So like all of the soaps are scented like tropical themed, and all of the paintings are ocean themed, and all of the decorations, the pottery, like all of that stuff. Most of it is like beachy themed or coastal themed, which, that's a really popular thing down here, a really popular theme in home design. There are a lot of neighborhoods out here. We have a neighborhood about 15 minutes away called Beach Walk. Like a lot of the neighborhoods around here are very like coastal themed, pastels and stuff like that, bright colors. But that's not really my thing. So it's nice every now and then finding some cute things that aren't beachy themed. And then there was a booth that had some mystery books. And I've seen these before, but I talked about it a few podcasts ago. I've never really been, as an adult, a huge reader. We read a lot growing up, but especially after I had the boys, I just haven't really read a whole lot. So I've been trying to fix that now that my boys are getting a little bit older. My oldest is about to turn 5, and I want them to be readers. I want them to love to read. So I'm trying to remedy that. And right now I'm still reading The Vow of Thieves. That actually hasn't moved in a little over a week because I had the bachelorette party stuff last weekend, and then this week we've been sick all week. But this, we haven't opened it yet. I want to take a picture of it before I open it. But it just says it is a suspense thriller war story. A terrorist breach of the computer systems of the 3 most powerful navies is about to send them on a collision course to World War III. So, but I thought that was pretty and cute, and it was only 12 bucks. So anyway, that was our, I went and picked those things up today. I'm trying to think what else is there to share. I think that's it. We've had a really slow week this week. I think we're finally like getting out of the ickiness. My oldest fever broke a couple days ago. And they were, acting totally normal and fine today for the most part. Maybe a little bit sleepier than normal, but I think we're all just exhausted from not really getting good night's sleeps the last few nights. Let's see. I think all I have left to do is the spotlight, the pattern spotlight. All right, I'm gonna try this again. So I just shared my screen and recorded the spotlight pattern, but I accidentally clicked out of it. So I'm going to try recording this again. So let's see, it is recording. All right, this is the Heuge, I think is how it's pronounced. I believe it's a German word, and I looked up the pronunciation before I started this. I think it is called the Heuge Baby Set, and it is by Petite Knit. If you've been here before, you know that I love Petite Knit. So if you look over here, it shows that it is about $7.34, and that is for the whole set for the sweater and the pants. So I think that is a pretty good deal. So about the cost of just what a sweater would be typically. Let's see what it says. It's made with a fingering weight yarn. She uses I guess this is her yarn. She also uses knitting for olive. All right, and for the needle sizes, she suggests 3.0 millimeters and 2.5 millimeters. It needs about 519 to 886 yards of yarn, and it is for the sizes 0 to 3 months to 2 to 3 years. Let's see what languages she has it in. All right. Let's read more about it. All right, it consists of a sweater and a pair of pants. The sweater is worked from the top down. The body is worked in stockinette stitch with stripes, while the sleeves and neck edge are worked in a different solid color. First, the back yoke is worked, then each shoulder is worked back and forth on a circular needle. The shoulders are then joined to form the front yoke. The front and back yoke are joined at the underarms to form the body, which is worked in the round on a circular needle. The sleeves are worked down from the stitches that are picked up and knitted around the armholes. At the end, a folded neck edge is worked from the stitches that are picked up and knitted along the neckline. The pants are worked from the top down. The back of the pants is made longer using short rows. A narrow casing for the drawstring is worked at the waist. And I thought, whenever I first looked at this pattern, I thought that the little bow on front was just a design element. So it's really neat that that is functional, that you can tighten that for your baby. And I don't think there was really anything else to see right here. Yeah, difficulty is 3 out of 5 stars. And I did just want to go through, I've already looked through this because I already recorded this once before I accidentally closed it instead of saving it. But I did just want to go through some of the project pages for you so that you could see there were some neat things over here. So this person turned it into a cardigan with a little button band, and I thought that was so cute. Something that hopefully one day I can do for a pattern. Just turn a sweater into a cardigan if I so desire. And then there was another, I think all of these are really lovely. And it looks like they all kind of followed suit. Like some of them did the same color sleeves versus 2 different color sleeves. This person made it just all the same color and then did like a little teddy bear face. It's really sweet. Looks like that might be like embroidered with yarn. And then this one was just so precious. I thought this was so cute with the dark navy sleeves and then the red neck and cuffs. This was so cute. But yeah, that is it for this pattern spotlight. A really sweet, I don't know if I clicked through all these pictures, so we'll go ahead and do that really quick. Look at that, so sweet. I wish my babies were small enough for me to make this for them. I wish that I knew how to knit before they were born or even while they were really little so I could have made things like this. It is so precious. But yeah, that is all for the pattern spotlight. Let me go ahead and try to save this time. All right, there it is. All right, and that is really all I have to share with you guys this week. I look forward to chatting with you guys next week. Thank you so much for watching today, and I will see you guys next Monday. Have a good week. Bye.